Hello guys, this is Vishnu Saraswat and today I'm going to start a new lecture series on electromagnetism and this will help those students who are preparing for IIT JEE exam, NEET exam as well as ICSE board and CBSE board. So let's start the topic. So today in this lecture we will study the electromagnetism, and electromagnetism is a combination of the two words electro and magnetism. Electro and magnetism. So in we will study the electrostatics and current, capacitor, and in magnetism we will study about the magnetic field of earth, magnetic field of earth, and EMI, electromagnetic induction, and electromagnetic waves. So and today we will target the electro, and electro is further divided into the two category in which we will discuss the electrostatics and electrodynamics. So in electrostatics, in which we study charge at rest, in which we study charge at rest in electrostatics. And in electrodynamics, we will discuss charge in motion. Charge in motion. So our today lecture, in which we will cover the properties of charges and type of charges and like that. So as we know, and here we discuss about the electrostatics and electrodynamics, and I told you that in electrostatic we will study the charge at rest, and in electrodynamics charge in motion. So the charge here is rest, and when the charge is rest, what we will discuss? We will discuss the electrostatics. This is the positive charge and this is the negative charge. So uh, the field line start from positive charge and end at negative charge. But in electrodynamics, charge in motion, and if the charge is motion, it produces the magnetic field as well, current, and this will study in the later part. So today we will discuss first origin of charges. First we will discuss origin of charge, and then we will discuss about the type of charges, and then we'll go to the property of charges. So first we will discuss the origin of charges. As we know, in our universe everything made up with matter. So in our universe everything made up of matter, and and as we know that matter is the combination of molecule and atom. Matter is made up of molecule and atoms. So what is atom? What is atom? Atom is a consist, or we can say the atom. Suppose this is the atom, and atom is consist of electrons and proton as well as neutron. So this is atom, and atom consists of electron, proton, and neutron. And electron always revolve around the nucleus. In atom, electron always revolve around the nucleus, and nucleus consists of neutron and proton, and this is electron. Electron have negative charge and proton have positive charge, and neutron is a neutral. There is no charge, neutron. Okay, so neutron have no charge. So one thing is coming out here is type of charges. Type of charges. How many type of charges? Two type of charges. Two type of charges. One is positive charge, other one is negative charge. You can clearly see here, because atom consists of electron, proton, and neutron, and electron always revolve around the nucleus. Nucleus is consist of neutron and proton, and neutron have no charge, proton have positive charge. So the type of charges, the two type of charges, positive charge and negative charge. So positive charge, that means like charges, and negative, they always repel each other, repel each other means like charges always repel each other, and unlike charge like positive negative, negative positive attract each other. So these are the basic property of charges. So always keep in mind when you are studying the electrostatics and electromagnetism. So these basic thing keep in mind to solve any numerical problem or theoretical problem. So here is the unlike charges. So this is the like charge, and these are the unlike charges. So like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. So that as I already told you here, that means the electron, the charge on electron is, we will discuss here, the charge on electron is minus 1 electron, and this is the smallest unit of negative charge, and charge on electron is minus 1 electron, and this is the smallest unit of negative charge, and the symbol is electron minus. But when we talk about the proton, the charge on proton is, charge on proton is plus 1 electron, and this is the smallest unit of positive charge, smallest unit of positive charge, and symbol it represent as a proton plus. Okay, so what we will study here, type of charges, and till now we have studied origin of charge, what is atom, and atom in which the electron revolve around the nucleus, and nucleus consists of neutron and proton. Proton have positive charge, electron have negative charge. Like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. Charge on electron is -1 electron, smallest unit of negative charge. Symbol is electron minus. But when we talk about the proton, charge on proton is +1 electron. Smallest unit of positive charge, it is a smallest unit of positive charge. And symbol of uh, positive charge is P plus or proton plus. Okay, I think till now everything is clear. And so now come to the magnitude of charge. So the electron have magnitude is 1.9, sorry, 1.6, 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. So the unit of charge is coulomb. Okay. So charge is a scalar quantity. Keep in mind, always keep in mind that charge is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. And it will be a positive or negative, because charge the two type of charge is positive and negative. So keep in mind. So electron, when we talk about the magnitude of electron or negative charge, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus k 19 coulomb. And proton have the magnitude plus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Okay, so the magnitude of electron or magnitude of proton, the charge on electron and charge on proton, when we talk about in magnitude, both are equal. And when we talk about the mass of the proton and mass of the electron, and it is differ actually. So mass of proton is 1.67 in 10 raised to power minus 27 kilogram, and mass of electron is 9.1 raised to 10 raised to power minus 13 kilogram. So the mass of proton much greater than mass of electron. So this thing keep in mind. And if anybody have charge, there will be always mass, because without mass charge can't exist. So this thing keep in mind. Without mass charge never be exist, never be exist. Okay, so uh, now suppose that uh, is there any body be a neutral, or can there be a body neutral? Yeah, of course. Suppose we have an atom, and this is a neutral body. This is atom, and because on atom number of electron and number of proton are equal, so that's why the atom is neutral. But suppose that uh, one thing suppose one thing, like this is the body or the atom, and can we do this body as a, like can there be a body charged? This is atom. Initially this is neutral, but by ejecting the one electron from it, one electron from it, one electron, we eject one electron from this one electron from this body. So what will happen? Actually, on this body, n number of proton and n number of electron, but we extract one electron from it. So the number of electron is reduced as 1. So the number of electron is this and number of proton is this. So the number of proton, so the body or atom will be a positively charged. Why? Because of number of proton is more after extracting the one electron from this body. Are you getting my point? Actually, what we did here, we did that one electron extract from this atom. So initially the number of proton and number of neutron, oh sorry, number of proton and number of electron are equal. But as we extract the one electron from it, so the number of electron is reduced like this. So number of electrons reduced by this, by the extracting the one electron, then the number of electron is lesser as compared to the proton. So the body will body will or we can say body becomes positively charged. Body becomes positively charged. But suppose that another body, we consider here another body, and this is also the atom, and again the number of proton and number of neutron is similar or equal. So what we did here, we provide the what we did we provide the one electron. Here we extract and here we provide the one electron. So the number of proton is as above, or we can say as before, like n number of proton. But as we uh, add one electron to this body, so the number of electron increase by 1. So the number of electron is more as compared to the number of proton. So the body will, or we can say the body becomes a negatively charged. So this body or this atom becomes negatively charged. So here what I am trying to deliver, that we can transfer the electron from one body to another body. So the charge neither be created nor destroyed. This is the uh, always true. Suppose, imagine, or suppose that you are sitting on the plastic chair, and this I am giving you example here. Actually, when you are sitting on the plastic chair, what will happen? And with wearing a socks, when you move your feet or slide them on the chair or floor, the electron or the tiny charge particle transfer from the chair or the floor to your body due to what? Due to what? Due to friction. So this cause your body to have the extra negative charge. What I'm trying to deliver, like when you are sitting on the plastic chair wearing a socks, or when you move your feet sliding them on the chair or floor, the electron or the tiny charge particle transfer from the chair or the floor to your body due to friction. So this cause your body to have an extra negative electron. So meaning that you have build up a static electricity. So now if you touch a metal body, suppose you touch a metal body like a doorknob or a towel, the extra electron suddenly jump from your body to that object to balance the charges. So this quick transfer this quick transfer of electron create a small shock or electric current that you feel. So it is the static shock. So you always, I think, mm, seen when you are sitting the table and doing your when you are moving your feet, and you, I think, experience this thing. So this is the phenomena, is a transfer of electron. Due to the transfer of electron, we feel the static shocks. So here the three thing you can write down or you can learn, like the friction. By friction we can develop the charge or to build up the charge. By rubbing your feet or body on the chair causes the charge to build up. The second thing is your body hold their extra charges, become electrically charged. The third thing is when you touch the something conducting, the build up charge jump as the tiny electric shock. So now, uh, if any isolated system, coming to the next property of charge, any isolated system that the charge, or we can say for an isolated system, for an isolated system, the net charge of the system remain constant. System remain constant. Suppose if any isolated body that have a net charge that always be remain constant, like q system or charge remain constant. So this is very important property. And electric charge is electric charge is always conserved. So I think till now everything is clear, and if you have any doubt you can comment in the chat box. So suppose uh, two body or two atoms. Suppose we consider the isolated body, the one in which the charge q1, q2 and q3, and another isolated body which have charge q4, q5 and q6. So as I already told that any isolated body, that net charge of the system remain constant. So here the q initial, suppose this is the body, uh, q initially the charge is as q1, q2 and q3, and this is the q final, that is q4, q6 and q5. So the sum of these q1 plus q2 plus q3, this is the summation of the all charges. So here is the summation, we are sum of all the charges, and this is constant. Okay, q1, q2, q3, and the another q final, we can say the q initial always q final equivalent. So the another thing here is q4, q5 and plus q6, this is also constant. So both the bodies have equal charges if they have isolated body, or they follow always the charge remains constant. So the smallest unit, as already I told you, that smallest unit is plus minus 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus k 19 coulomb. So the least possible value of charge that can be transferred is the charge of electron, the least possible value. what I'm trying to convey here, you always keep in mind that the least possible value the least possible value of charge that can be transferred it is the charge of electron. It is the charge of electron, which is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. And as I already told you that charge neither be created and not destroyed, but it is a transferable property. The charge, we can transfer the charge from one body to another body by rubbing, conduction, induction, thermionic emissions. These are the phenomena, and we will discuss later in the upcoming lecture series. So here, the suppose we have a one neutral body and another neutral body. So we can transfer the charge from this body to here. Suppose if we extract the electron and give them to another body, so this body is positively charged because the n number of electron, and this body is will becomes a negatively charged because we are adding up the electron and from this body, and we are extracting the electron and adding up the electron into this body. So the charge is quantized. Q is equal to plus minus Ne. Charge is quantized. Quantized means charge always be in a form of packets, like it never be a fraction, because this is n is here is the integral value, integer. So n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. So either charge, if anybody having no charge, that means a neutral body. If having the charge, or we can say here is the natural number. So integer, uh, so n, we can put here n is equal to 1, 2, 3. So the charge of any body is k is equal to plus minus 2e plus minus 3e plus minus k 4e, but it can never be in a fraction form, like 2 by 3 and 5 by 4, and it can't be possible because it is possible in quark when we discuss about the in but our interest is not going into the quark because that study is very high level, so we are constrained to here, and further, as we discussed that charge is a quantized and q is equal to plus minus k any. If you have any body like one body to another body, we can transfer the electron, and suppose this is the positively charged body because from this body we are extracting the electron, and the another body we are adding the electron to that body, so that will be a negatively charged, obviously, as I already discussed in the previous slides. So like this, so the atoms and that have neutral, but we have pro extracting the one electron from it, the body become positively charged, and because of the mm, number of proton is more as compared to the number of electron. And in the second example we have seen here, if we add the electron to this body, the number of electrons is excess amount or as compared to the proton, so the body becomes a negatively charged. And as I already as again I discuss here. Now come to the next property of charge, in which the as charge is a scalar quantity and additive in nature. Additive in nature. So we can directly add the electrons, and if anybody have negative charge, we can directly add them. And if anybody have positively charged, like Q1, Q2, Q3, and with their sign, we can directly add up. So suppose this is the conductor, and in which the charge is Q1 plus Q1 minus Q2 minus Q3 plus Q4 plus Q5. So we can directly add all these charges with their sign. So Q net equivalent to plus Q1 minus Q2 minus Q3 plus Q5 Q4 plus Q5. So this is the charge is the additive in nature. So this thing always keep in mind. So now coming to the example, suppose we took the example